Story 1. Does anyone else get insults instead of counterpoint in replies to their comments on Reddit?
I'm not being too sensitive. This is unreasonable. The other day, and this happens enough, someone replied to a simple comment I made by saying basically, F you fat boy. This is why this country is tearing itself apart. There's no such thing as civil discourse anymore. Comment 1. Yes. This happens. I commented on a post yesterday and it went off the rails. I'll admit I got caught up and thoroughly annoyed yesterday. I decided when I woke up today that I wasn't going to engage emotionally like that anymore. And if I can't control it, then I'm taking a break from Reddit. I don't think it is a reflection of the world in which we live. There are how many users on Reddit and the individuals follow the crowd. Someone says something SHTTY and people are so dumb and banal that they think it's hilarious and follow along. Plus a lot of people are just on here to argue and get that cheap dopamine hit. I've had some really good interactions on here where we've actually exchanged ideas. And I've had some that are total garbage. I'm going to try to ignore them garbage and see how that works. Comment 2. I usually just get downvoted lol. Comment 3. People no longer feel in control of their lives. The little control they have has been systematically removed and people are being forced to simply react to difficulties rather than feel they are in control of them. This causes a growing sense of frustration and anxiety, leading to unspecified and non-directed anger. This in turn causes not only actual medical problems but depression and isolation. A consequence of this is a loss of common civility in public discourse. Comment 4. Yeah. I've been on Reddit for quite a long time at this point, and over the years I've gone from seeing the orange envelope icon as oh neat I wonder what someone replied with to oh great some jackass is atching me or being a prick. Comment 5. The other day this person got insulted that I responded to the snarky comment with a snarky comment. They called me an asshole. I was like over this.
Story 2. Does anyone else get super uncomfortable when things are dirty, but because they're dirty, you feel like you can't clean them?
I can't else to explain this. For some context, I'm boarding at a private school and own a mini fridge in my dorm room. Over the past couple of weeks, I've noticed some dust and dirt start to build up in the crevices of the shelves in my fridge. However, for some reason, I can't bring myself to clean it because of the discomfort. I feel like if I even look at it for too long, it'll contaminate me somehow, get on my skin, and make me dirty. Every time I grab food or drinks from it, I try not to look at the dirt and feel like the things in it are dirty even though they are in some form of container bottles, Tupperware, Ziploc bags, etc. It makes me grossed out and makes my skin crawl. I'd why I'm like this. And the dust and dirt isn't even a lot, it's only a little bit. Also, it's not even like I don't have things to clean it with, I have disinfecting wipes and paper towels. I'm definitely overreacting, but I'm not sure why I am, so I want to know if anyone relates. Comment 1. Sounds like the start of contamination OCD. Source have it. Comment 2. Suit up and get to cleaning. Suit, gloves, goggles, mask, booties if need be. Comment 3. Talk to a counselor. Comment 4. OMG, I didn't know other people felt this way too. Comment 5. For me, it's just because I know that it's going to take a lot of effort to clean it, not because I think it's gross.
Story 3. Does anyone else get bothered if someone says they don't like X when you have just said you like X?
For example, let's say you like this particular singer and you've just told other people that I like the singer, then another person says I don't like her at all. Or another example, let's say I say I'm interested in X topic. Then another person says I think X isn't interesting at all. Does anyone else get bothered by this reaction as well, or is it just me? When someone says they like something that I don't like or am not interested in, 99% of the time I'll shut my mouth unless what they like or what they're interested in is really problematic in some ways. Comment 1. For sure, that's obnoxious. On one hand, it can be fine to offer contradicting opinions on highly subjective topics depending on the scenario. On the other hand, oftentimes the more courteous option is to not yuck somebody's yum for no reason. Most well-rounded, empathic people try to avoid the latter. Comment 2. Yes, it's really annoying. Like they just have to say it. It happens to me a lot, unfortunately. Comment 4. I recently found out some others takes on the subject and have changed my approach on this subject. I used to be that person. If I didn't like something, I would state it right away. Then someone introduced me to don't yuck someone else's yum. I took that to heart and changed. I'm maybe 52, but this old gal can learn a thing or two. Comment 5. I feel like I'm lying if I don't tell them that I don't like it. They can still tell me, but they will probably prefer to tell someone who likes it. Like isn't a conversation supposed to be about common interests, not just what you like.